Okay, lesson 3 on auxiliary elevations. Now what I'm going to try and do here is just talk about an idea called crating as well, which means that to simplify drawing something there, I'm going to just sketch something like a rectangular box in 3D. So there's our crow's foot. So we want to keep these all roughly the same height, same angle here, same angle there, same angle here, same angle there. So that's a box sitting on the ground. I'll just make here now vertical plane. Okay, so we've got a crate here now, which is like a rectangular box. And what I want to look at there now is if we draw a top view for that. Roughly to the same proportions. So here is our top view. And if I was to draw a front view, it's going to look like this. And again, I'll just introduce our spectator here, this superhero. So if this guy is looking from the left hand side, just going to set up an auxiliary view, an extra view looking over here. So that's about the height of our box. So there's a side view, and then if the person was looking over this way, we're just projecting out these here, and again the height needs to be about the same. So that's the other side view, and now I'm going to put an auxiliary looking diagonally up here. So again, I'll just use 2 pencils to show you if that's the angle you're looking at. The XY line needs to make a 90 degrees, so it's about this angle here. So here's the furthest left. Here's the front corner. Here's the right hand side. That's about the same height. Okay, so there is our box, our crate in a front view, or in a looking in diagonally. This is the end, that's the front. And finally, one last auxiliary looking in diagonally from this direction. So again, that's the angle for looking. That would be 90 degrees to it. So this here roughly is the angle for the XY line, for the ground. And we're projecting up here. Here's the front. And here's the right hand side. Now note, I'm not bringing up the back because when you're looking from here you can't see the back. And this is about our height. So again, that's what I call a crate there. Now, the advantage of doing this is I'm now going to do something with the box here. Take a cut out of it. Now some type of a cut. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just cut an angle down here. And I'm going to heavy in the rest of the object here now. So, and I'm going to apply a few colors onto this now. Okay, so there we have our object. Here's our vertical plane. Here's our horizontal plane. Here is our XY line. Where the vertical plane and the horizontal plane meet each other. Okay, so now, because we used creasing, we're going to go along and we're going to take this cut out of the shape in all the different views here and see what it does for it, and we will apply the colour as well. Now, roughly halfway back and halfway up there in the height will do fine, because it doesn't really matter. So I'll do the front view first. So halfway across and about halfway up, maybe a third of the ways up will do. Okay, so the slope is on the right hand side. So here is our front view. And again, I'm going to project that down now here to top view. So here is our top view, which I will heavy in. Now I'm going to apply some colours onto these. Okay, now I want to talk about a thing here called an edge view. Now, because the person, if I sketch in a spectator, a person looking in here from the front, and they can see that yellow surface there looking straight at it. Now, I want people to get used to this idea called an edge view, where that blue surface there, we can see the edge of that, and the green surface here, and the red surface there. Now, one thing I didn't decide, or I don't really know, but is I'm just going to decide that the other end of this is green as well, because just to make life easy, so I'm going to say that both ends of the object are green, because that'll be useful to us in a minute. Now, in the top view now, looking down from above, we're going to apply our colours. So the flat blue surface is here. Now again, key thing here, that edge color here, that edge view of the ends of the object, and of course the front of it here is yellow. Now understanding that is going to help us an awful lot now when we're doing our extra auxiliary views. So I'll start with the side view looking in from over here. So if you're looking in from over there, all you're going to see is the full height of this object here. So I'm going to heavy that in. And because I decided that that was green, even though you can't see it from the pictorial view, but we decided that that was green. Now, to show on the far side there that there's a cut up there, I'm going to put a dotted line, because that's for hidden detail. You can't see that because you're looking in from here, looking in from this side, so just to show that that slope is running down there. Now, what other colours can I see? Well, looking in from here, the front is yellow and the top here is blue. Now I didn't put a colour on the back, I won't bother, so that's it, we're done. Now moving around there then and looking in from this side. Okay, now looking in from over here now on the pictorial. So you're going to see both the green and the slope from this direction. So again, the height of the slope will make it about a third of the ways up. So I'll just continue on there, heavy in all of these, and apply my colours again. So again, very important, you can see the green, you can see the red. Now, looking in from here, the front, that yellow surface there is going to be here. Because it's there looking down from above, so when that's projected over, it's here. And finally, the top is blue. So here's our blue top. Okay, so that is done. So I'm going to move on next now to this diagonal, looking up from here, looking up in this. So that would be from this position. Now if you're looking from there, you're going to see the front and the left hand side. Okay, so again, because we had it created out earlier, that makes life an awful lot easier. Now this is the key point here. This is the top of the end of the blue flat part here. So when I bring that up, and we're saying the cut is about a third of the ways up. So that there is the slope. Now I'm going to apply some colors onto this next. Okay, so that's the end in green, the front in yellow. Now, what's important here now is all the top of this here is blue. And that is this view completed. Now I know you could argue, can you see, you can't really see the edge there, so I'm not going to put in the red there really, or the green, because you can't see the edge of it, but it wouldn't be that wrong if you did. But okay, so finally now our last position is an extra or auxiliary view looking in from here, where you're going to see the front and the right hand side. Okay, so again, when I project up here, this is the key point, because that's the end of the, or the start of the slope coming down here. And the cut's about a third of the ways up. So okay, now I'm going to color this in as I go. Okay, so there's all the front dealt with. Now the green, you can see this green rectangle here, so again that's a third of the ways up, so that's going to be like that. And finally, this now is an important point here, that is the top of the slope here on the back or on the inside. So I'm going to project this up. It's there. Now again, you'll note these should be parallel. I know it's freehand and it doesn't matter if they're a little bit out, but they should be close to parallel there. So, colours. Okay, so what I'm forgetting here now is the blue on top. And there we have, so our different views here. Here's our front view, sitting on the ground. We have an auxiliary side view from the left, an auxiliary side view looking from the right, an auxiliary looking diagonally from the left so you can see the end in the front, and an auxiliary looking from the right here where you can see the front and the right hand end, and all our colours matched as well. So it would be great if you could begin that by doing the creating as I showed you. Creating is a great way, if it's based on a rectangle, it's a great way of keeping your proportions right. Draw your crease, your rectangular crease, put it in all the views, and then apply your cuts afterwards. And I think the last thing I probably should do there is I could apply a colour onto the horizontal plane and the vertical plane here as well, and that's a really good sheet. So I will just really quickly colour them in there. And there we go, that is sheet number 3 on auxiliary views.